Hello everyone, and welcome to Chi Cultivation and Manipulation by yours truly, Adrian Bolio. And today we're going to be talking about posture and breathing exercises. Wow, we're actually getting into the exercise portion. If you wish to support the channel, you can find the links in the description to buy the book on Amazon for $10. But for now, let's get into the section. Alright, so I guess the first thing I'll show you would be the controlled breathing pattern, and the second, which is the forced breathing pattern. These two right here, and give you a good idea to look at the different styles. So the first breathing pattern, is the CBP, which is controlled breathing pattern. 3 to 4 second inhale, and then a 5 to 7 second exhale. So when doing the pattern, you have to establish your inhale base and your exhale base. And then the second is the forced breathing pattern, which is a 2-second inhale and then a 2-second exhale, followed again by a 2-second inhale, 2-second exhale. This one's almost like hyperventilating, but it's not compulsive to the point at which you're going to get lightheaded. So let's begin. The first step to chi cultivation is breathing. Breathing is the foundation for all chi cultivation because of the power its breath, both in thought, principle, and action, make breathing the means to control the mind and body. Breathing is life and the persistence of life. Every living thing breathes in one form or another. And for humans, it's the physical shift of the chest rising and falling that gives our existence presence. We are aware of ourselves breathing and aware of our fragility and superiority in breath. It is the fire in our soul. In meditation and chi manipulation, you must be able to hold different breathing patterns for extensive periods of time. The first breathing pattern, the controlled breathing pattern, and it's a repetitive cycle of 3 to 4 seconds of inhale with a 6 to 7 seconds of exhale throughout all chi practice. Follow every inhale through the nose and every exhale out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. CBP is used in general meditation, chi manipulation, and for forced control in most mind exercises. It's imperative in longer meditation sessions that the controlled breathing pattern never gets broken or will lose its potentiality and potency in the flow. CBP will be the primary foundation of all the meditation practices and can easily be incorporated in changes to breathing focuses such as breathing from the stomach, chest, head, or heart. When breathing, you visualize the flow of breath getting lost in the cycle of inhaling and exhaling and feeling relaxed to focus under CBP. It may also simulate sleeping and make the body more tired as it starts producing more melatonin. One of these tricks of good meditation is being able to slip into sleep like a state of mind where your body is physically asleep, but your mind is free to wander and quite aware. Being able to keep the pattern going without falling asleep is hard, but with focus and practice can be real in meditation. The second breathing pattern is the forced breathing pattern, in that it is a repetitive cycle of 2 seconds inhale and a 2 seconds exhale. This breathing pattern is used to activate the pineal gland and pull DMT into the blood, quick bursts of energy to certain chakras, or to help establish DMT and chi connections to parts of the body. FBP, or forced breathing pattern, is not the most commonly used breathing pattern because it's used during CBP when the body has become relaxed, and it's only used for powerful connections and trances. When you learn to control and channel DMT from your pineal gland, the forced breathing pattern will help maintain the amount of time spent within the trance. You must be comfortable slipping into the forced breathing pattern when you want heightened command over chi, as the emotions, sensations, and overall mindset can become distorted than that of the controlled breathing pattern. So give an example of places you could breathe towards. You have the head, the chest, and your stomach or the abdomen area. And these are implements of what you could put CBP versus FPP. And I'm just saying like weird anagrams right now, but the idea behind this is to say that the controlled breathing pattern, the number one over here, is going to be used for all of this, but the forced breathing pattern is mainly just for the pineal gland and getting the DMT from your head into your body. So you can keep this one, maintain the first breathing pattern, but then when you want to siphon DMT into your body, you use the force controlled breathing pattern as well as the directed intention and command to your third eye. You can focus on these 3 chakras to produce different effects on the mind and the body during meditation. Keeping in mind that the breath of life and the action tied to the body, practice the different breathing patterns associated to the corresponding chakra. Focus on the differences that the controlled breathing pattern and the forced breathing pattern breathes create to each other, and how your body feels per exercise. Breathing from the abdomen will make the human body more stable and relaxed. Breathing from the chest brings command and control into the body as if the action is now achievable through will power. And breathing while focused on the head or the pineal gland, the body will generate DMT and a boost of energy, and vitality will be exerted into your system. So I go through some breathing exercises for chakra breathing focuses, exercise for mental breathing focuses, and DMT meditation focuses. They essentially are a way of practicing your breathing pattern without stopping, so you can control the amount of flow, but you take a good amount of time to really focus on controlled breathing patterns and then intertwine them with forced breathing patterns, and then going back to baseline with the controlled breathing patterns, and then repeating the cycle to force to controlled to force to controlled, and getting used to the sensation of doing that and learning what it means to direct that breathing to your abdomen, to your stomach, and to your head, to be able to practice what they feel like and what emotions they empower and what give they have on you. This part of it is believability and how you can achieve it, but the most important thing is to get comfortable with breathing in a certain way, learn to establish the pattern, and then how to use it in a certain way in which you mentally say to yourself, okay, we're now going to forced, now to controlled, forced, controlled, forced, and you stay in there to the head, controlled, back down to the chest. Qi cultivation also requires a comfortable environment to formulate both the thought process and the performance within the body. What that means is that along with breathing, Qi can be cultivated and manipulated with different postures. The best practices and experimentation of Qi is while sitting, and the best performance is done while standing. So there's a big difference in that with practice, is because performance with Qi manipulation, not necessarily Kundalini, but being able to demonstrate it with people, how you can see it and how you can form it and how you can move it through the body, that's best standing up or in a moving position. Practice it and experimentation and cultivating Qi is best sitting down when you're in a chair. You can relax entirely, where you can get lost into meditation. The best experiences with Qi manipulation are usually a combination of both sitting and standing, yet preferably in action with the entire body in mind. Most of the Qi exercises and meditation will be done while sitting because it's most stable and easier to relax in the mindset of cultivating. While every posture has a purpose to its action, and you will need to make the mental connection of when activating the mindset and putting yourself into the posture. Think of this as a muscle memory, and that when forcing yourself into these positions, you are thinking about the various practices you can achieve with Qi manipulation. Standing meditation is a great way to relax the body for a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes. Standing positions are also used to wake up the body or to give it physical awareness. As stated before, standing meditation is not the best form of meditation because you still rely on control of balance, and sitting means one's less things to worry about. These positions are used to bring out energy for instant use. There are also different positions of standing for concentrating Qi into the arms and chest, but the purpose of meditation is about relaxation, rejuvenation, and cultivation of Qi rather than the act of manipulating Qi. So the standing meditation positions, or just standing in general, practicing Qi, that's usually for the actual general action to show people versus cultivating. Sitting meditation is the best form of Qi cultivation and manipulation, and is the standard for a majority of the Qi-related exercises. It is when sitting the body is more grounded, stable, and comfortable, and more importantly under meditation, mindless to external forces and distractions. The book will focus most of its attention to sitting during meditation and cultivation because of its inherent structure of the body while sitting, and to focus entirely on the upper body and head. This book also does not focus too much on laying down during meditation, except for astral projection and maybe a form of Kundalini, because it's closely related to the position of sleeping, and this has a tendency to bring upon sleep to the individual once Qi reaches their head, versus keeping them awake in a sleep-like trance state. Sitting up straight during meditations keeps the body awake enough to make the transition into the celestial orbit or the Kundalini, and the opening of the pineal gland into Kundalini, instead of slipping into sleep or having difficulty concentration. The last portion is laying down, of course. For meditation, you must learn how to keep awake for full body exercises while almost sleeping and laying down at the same time. Meditation done laying down is best to be done outside in the sun and not late at night before sleep. You can do exercises in the early morning when you wake up. The drowsiness may also help other exercises, but laying down might help put you out with sleep, then getting more comfortable within this sleep-like state. So what that entails is that there are certain practices and there are certain abilities that you can't do while you're laying down, but more importantly, you're going to want to do it while you're sitting. All right? So you got positions and breathing, practice forced breathing, practice controlled breathing, learn how to intertwine them, learn how to connect them to the chakras. So you can do this with intention. So you breathe in, you breathe out, and then as you do that, you have your mind focus on certain areas. This is also the part of the practice when you start practicing meditation and where you start to actually feel out chi and how you start to detect it. So first things first, get those breathing patterns down, all right? So this has been Chi Cultivation and Manipulation. Yours truly, Adrian Bolio. And if you'd like to check more, check out the channel, please. I appreciate everyone supporting this channel, even my little nuances and trying to say something right, but it doesn't come out the best way that I want it. But thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.